Hi, Mike the MC, bringing you another self-care video. Today, I'm going to show where, look, it was a winter wonderland. Just taking a quick view of how beautiful this place turned out to be because of our snowstorm. And right, lost internet, lost power. Coming back to focus, just losing all that ability just to do something great because of a weather change. Okay, my question for you is, when you go and face a new challenge like that, something that's outside of your control, how do you respond? And that's the theme of this video. How do you respond? You can recall many things in life, things out of our control, right? And to me, I look at that as a challenge, a way to get better, some way to kind of figure a new solution to a unique problem, and a solution that could probably help me survive the next challenge when it comes up. So, when you are rejected by your boyfriend, your girlfriend, how do you respond? When you go through the divorce, how do you respond? When you get fired, how do you respond? When you are kicked out of your club, your group, how do you respond? I would argue that never give up, of course. Now it's up to your resilience. Are you able to cope with the pain, depending if you're verbal, nonverbal, and move forward? I would say for many people, this is just unique for everybody. The way I always would handle my situations are just internally, keeping it within, sharing with a few, but then move forward. To me, I don't have to make anything a big deal. And I think that just makes the situation nicer in the sense that, okay, if I masquerade, build up this big old party for a failure that happened because of something that happened in my life, well, then I'm just going to think, compound, just really make this a negative situation too big for what it really is. It doesn't have to be that big of a scale. It doesn't have to be that intense. Sometimes, from a religious perspective, the greater power wants you to, our Lord, whoever wants you to understand, okay, loss is a necessary thing for change, help you grow. And life will be full of loss. I mean, there's full of loss and full of gain. If you lose something so special, like I can recall many girlfriends, people that I've had in my life growing up at school, and it didn't pan out, and I'm like, oh, if I just wish it could have gone this way and that. The what ifs, focusing on those what ifs will just drain you. Yes, you could think of the trajectories, your different outcomes that could have happened if you had taken those courses. But then think of it like this: if you hadn't taken the ones you did take, I mean, where would you be? So there's always the choice, which ways we're going to go. Hot or cold, which way are you going to go, left or right? And if you don't make a choice and just stay still, okay, that's a choice. Maybe that'll pan out just by biding your time. But if you have to make a move, then you got to make the move. So where do you get that courage, that strength to say, okay, I'm just going to make this choice right now and go for it. Start my new business. Ask the lady out. Ask the guy out. Take my wife, my husband to this awesome event. See, when you have a willingness to do something great, a change, something great to just say, okay, let me go and pursue this new thing with us together, or for myself. Sometimes just taking care of ourselves, buying the new set of sunglasses, buying the new hat. Something for yourself can really be beneficial, an awesome change for you. Respect your well-being, respect who you are. How do you respond? How do you respond when, all right, the election, maybe your candidates in your local area didn't win? How do you respond? If you don't make it a big deal, all right, move on to the next thing. Let the fire burn out. Let the situation settle itself out. And sometimes that is the best thing of biding your time. And once that is clear, make your move. Make your next step. You don't have to be stagnant forever. If you're trying to leave your position for another job, okay, a boss, someone who's not treating you well, bide your time. Take a moment to send out a few emails, applications to different places. Okay, check out which places will be a good fit for you. This may be a challenge, but if you're able to find the next place in an orderly time, maybe close to home, maybe better, go for it. Could get a second job, start earning more income, go for it. Get out of debt. Stay good. Stay clear of negative consequences if you can. But it's how do you respond? Where do you get that will to change? It's the will, the mind, it's your heart. Okay. What is it that's going to make you go for that change? That awesome thing to say, okay, why don't, yes, the weather took out the electricity in my home today. Okay, fine. I'll still make a video. I don't have to be stagnant forever. I can still get the computer running, upload the video on the computer, get it going. And when the power comes back, which it did, I'll get things going. The point is, right, even though my internet came back, I'm just going to show that I can still respond when things are not in the plan. And that's another thing. Can you adapt to change? Are you versatile? Can you find a greater solution when the first one didn't come through? All right, so maybe you changed a career, got fired, changed your degree for something better. Maybe instead of going for the master's, you went for the doctor's. Instead of going, all right, 1 mile, you ran for 2 miles. What gave you that little gumption, that inkling to go for that? What gave you the excitement to do something greater? Sometimes being great, it requires a little craziness, a little luck even. People will even criticize you and say, wow, you're off your game, Mike. MC, what's wrong with you? Why are you doing this extra mile? We only could go for 1 mile. You don't have to go for 2. It's because I want to. I want to be great. Why settle for bread when you could get the mother load? Why settle for the penny when you know you can give back to your community? That is the key. Not being selfish and rich. If you can expand your skills and give it back to people, do it. Give back what you're earning. Because the more you appreciate yourself and the more you give back, you're going to grow. The ability, capacity to do more, to have more, because you're willing to grow and expand your skills. Developing a cold, okay, fine. I'm still talking clearly just because I am going through the video, having the courage to just speak. Yeah, I'll take my medication, of course, sure, my medicine. But I am not afraid to continue posting the videos from health. Resilience and response are beautiful things that human beings have. We all have that. Every person does. If I were just to settle, just watch the snow melt all day, okay, that's a choice. It's going to be a beautiful day. I can still do something and not be idle. I could clean the house, apply for the new job, get the new technology. And what happens when that technology fails? My Zoom went out last night. Okay, get the new laptop. Do you throw away the old one? You can still use the old one. Why not use it to your advantage? Use what you got to your disposal. Make yourself great. Give it the upgrades. Give it the necessary time, your skills, your items to help you. Help yourself in the process and you'll be able to help others. Receive and you can give. Give and receive. It's a beautiful life. And when you find those moments of growth, go for it. But it first starts with, how do you respond? So that is my response to you. And I hope this video encourages you to do the great thing. Don't give up. You guys are all going to be great. Have a wonderful day, everybody.